Now, uh, another important topic that I'm going to discuss is gap junction. What is gap junction basically? Gap junction is nothing but the space, the junction that is between the space that is being joined among two cells or two or three cells. It's kind of a connection that is being made between two cells, or might be more than two cells, three or four cells, whatever it is basically a kind of a connection that is being present, which helps in the transport of a particular type of ions, proteins, hormones, then cellular byproducts from one cell to another. Okay, like in plant cell, we know plant cell there is plasmodesmata. Plasmodesmata means the junction between two adjacent plant cell from the cell wall, which helps in transporting the elements of one plant cell to another one. And in case of this animal cell body, or in case of the human cell body particularly, there is gap junction. The gap junctions might be present also in case of the lower groups of animals. Okay, but mostly in case of the multicellular animals, where the cell signaling molecules are too much diverse, where the complexity is too much diverse. In those cases, in case of animals and mammals and humans, but particularly the gap junctions are particularly seen. Okay, gap junctions happens in almost all the kinds of cells that are present in different sort of tissues and organs present in a body. So let's see how the gap junction looks like and what it is basically. In case of gap junction, what we have is, suppose this is a cell. Okay, let me consider it as a, let this be a cell. Now imagine the entire cell as a flattened disc. So when you look the disc from a particular edge or a side, it will appear like this. It's like having a disc, particular disc, which when you look it, try to look it from a side, little bit tilting it. Try to look from a different angle or a side angle, it will have a view. And when you keep it totally horizontal to the level of your eyes, the disc will appear, the edge of the disc will appear like a line, Now imagine this particular cell in the form of a disc. Okay, and this is the edge of the cell where the cell membrane is present. Now imagine another cell lying just adjacent to this particular cell. Lying adjacent to this particular cell. So what will happen? So what will happen in this case? These two particular cells will maintain a gap junction. Okay. Now let's have a look at how the gap junction looks like. Consider this particular area, this entire area present over here of this uppermost cell, of this topmost cell. This entire area, consider it as the cytosol. Okay, the cytoplasmic space or intracellular space. And this part is the cell membrane. Now, the gap junction here will basically maintain a contact between these two cells. Try to maintain a contact between these two cells. Now there are many sort of gap junctions. Many sort of gap junction means the cell which is maintaining a gap junction, this particular gap junction is present along with the membrane of the cell membrane of that particular cell. This particular portion right over here is not present inside the cytoplasmic cavity. It is present along the membrane of the cell. It is present adhered or sticked to the membrane of that particular cell. And like this, many other gap junctions are present. Many other gap junctions are present. Okay. And the gap junction of this particular uppermost cell of this first cell is maintaining the similar sort of structural or morphological orientation with the second cell, where the gap junction is terminating or connecting with this lowermost cell or the second cell. Here also the junction is projecting itself only up to the cell membrane, along the cell membrane, but not through the entire cytoplasmic cavity. Okay. Now here the thing is, within this each of these gap junctions there is an opening present here. Okay. So if we have a top view, if we consider a topmost view of this gap junction, it will look like this. Almost it will be a flower kind of structure. Okay. Now when this flower like structure, this is particularly nothing but the topmost view of the gap junction that is present along the cell membrane. Now when this gap junction opens up, in the open condition the structure looks like this. Okay, so this is nothing but the opened morphological configuration of the gap junction. This is open form. And this one is the closed form. Okay, and the function of this gap junction is, this gap junction helps in transportation of certain metal ions like sodium, potassium, calcium. It also helps in the transport of hormones, peptides, then fatty acids, monosaccharides, these gap junctions are mainly designed to function this, because all the end products of a particular proximate compound of food or a particular type of complex polymer, the end product, the simpler broken down product of that particular molecule is being transported from one cell to another via this gap junction. right? So this is how the gap junction is functioning. It helps in transportation of this excess metal ions, hormones, peptides, or whatever molecule it might be from one cell to another cell within the cytoplasmic space. Understood? So this is what the gap junction is and how it helps in transferring this or certain kind of molecules from one cell to another, and it also helps in maintaining a signal transduction pathway too. It helps in transferring the signaling molecule from one cell to another physically. So this is nothing but a physical contact between a bridge between two different cells or four different successive cells. Okay.